Back here at Great American Ballpark, second inning set to go. And here is Ashley Rock. Green back to work. Green, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. And it's 1-1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's outside. And the count is 2-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty.
Nope,
22 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Around first, heading for 2. The tag. See.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now it's the DH, Kobe Mayo. Fly to left his first time. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Rock stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Just missed.
That's the ball.
The 2-1 is high. Matt Chapman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Fourth inning underway, no score. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Out to short. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. What a play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Will Benson. The 1-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Rock makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Reds 2 and the Giants nothing. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Kobe Mayo now at the plate. Mayo having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Throw over to first, and he's back in on a dive. This one in the air. Nabs it, and that'll do it. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 2 and the Giants 1. Two outs, nobody on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jay Hurd.
Two outs, bases full. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One runs in. Here's the throw. safe at the plate, and they're up by 3.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Back here in Cincinnati, new inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Ashley Rock. The pitch. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And that's outside. This one popped up. Suarez settles underneath it, brings it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Rock did well enough for them despite the loss.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Rock getting ready to hit. To short, could be 2. Steps on the bag for 1, and that's 2. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. There's no score. Back here in Denver, and today on the hill, Ashley Rock. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Number 85, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
1-0.
You know, Boog, playing a full season of baseball at this level is hard enough, but to do it as a two-way player, it's even more challenging. I hope fans appreciate the work he's putting in this season to make all of this happen. That's why it's important to manage your workload as a two-way player. This season is a grind. You want to give everything for your team, but you can only do that if you're healthy and available.
1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And that one fouled off. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to the left, Adames tosses across the first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's Ryan McMahon now. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Oh, and he hit him.
Take your base.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP, Boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but you know, sometimes it's not.
Here's Michael Tolia. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Outside low, and now 2-0. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Right through there for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. Now here's Nolan Jones. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. that's downstairs and outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. First and second, 2 down. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We head to the bottom of the second. So in now for Colorado, Zach Veen.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
To the right side. Handles, throws to first, and quickly one away in the second. And now it's Gavin Lux. That clips the corner.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Smoked on the ground a second. To first. And that quickly 2 away. Tyro Estrada to the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 2 outs, base is empty. Bounce to the right. Schmidt sends it to first, and Estrada is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of them there. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Rock back to work. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And there's a foul ball. Swinging a foul out of play. Next offering down in the dirt. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now the center fielder went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Kicks and deals. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. One down, base is empty. That clips the zone. Gonna count 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Grounded out his first time up. Just missed.
1-0.
The other way. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Ryan McMahon.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2. That's low. That's a ball.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3.
Great
Count
RBI
is full.
spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4,
low.
2
Ball
aboard.
4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Tolia in the box now. Takes strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Tovar, the lead runner, out at second. McMahon at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 ball, 2
Man,
strikes.
that was pretty gross right there.
That one in the dirt and gets away.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Nolan Jones in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Rod goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was born in Japan.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
On the ground at first, Tolia. And he handles it himself for the out. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Ball one, no strikes. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
1 and 2's the count.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Zach Veen digging in for the Rockies. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tap foul at the plate. The Giants leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. To third. Whips it across. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. So now the DH spot, Gavin Lux. And that's in there for strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Adames. The throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Giants 1 and the Rockies nothing. Still only one out here in the inning. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Lee, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To second, that's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. They put 2 on the board. 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a pitch. Left field. Ramos sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's the catcher to hit, Drew Romo. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And another ball. The Giants leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 1-0. Fouled off left side. Here's a 1-1. Check swing, called strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Line drive. Adames, the throw to first. 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Rock, back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ryan McMahon. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. Michael Toglia digs in now. 1 for 2. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Now one missed. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And he grounds one back up the middle. He gets there with the slide, and they get the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Harvey. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the DH, Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. A little out front there as he swings through it.
All these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've been able to get a lot of hitters on base today thanks to the 6 walks they've been gifted, and I would imagine the pitching coach is losing his mind over in that other dugout.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Rock with some good work on the mound in this ball game, but was going through it a bit at the dish.
And Boog, I want to focus on his pitching. He gave him a good effort on the mound, even if he wasn't hitting great in this one. Some positive takeaways for sure.
Ashley Rock has been making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young phenom and his tremendous potential. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Ashley Rock. And first offering is fouled off. Rock, 22 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he hit him.
That got him.
And that got him pretty flush.
Well, that definitely didn't come out of his hand the way that he was intending it to, and the release point was a little bit off as well.
Elliot Ramos in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Pickoff throw. Rock back in on a dive.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, a hit, 2 left. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. New inning getting started, and now it's the Giants DH, Ashley Rock.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Jones should have this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Iglesias back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. The Giants could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. And a foul ball.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Ashley Rock. Golden opportunity right here.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And that one fouled off.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, 1 hitter at a time.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one not close. And that's ball 1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Next will be the Giants DH, Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
This one in the air. Out number 2.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Rock had a rough go of it in this game.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
Ashley Rock, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. And up next for the Giants, Ashley Rock. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Out to center, settles under it. He's got it, and there's two away. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Dolander back to work. First pitch swinging. The Giants would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Foul ball there.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Runner at second, two down.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a two-run lead. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Comes through with the RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Runner at first with two away. And next is the Dolander. Throws over. Rock dives back in safely. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. And that's disengagement number 2. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw to second. He's safe. Two outs and one in scoring position. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. And that's a little bit high. Matt Chapman waits to bat for the Giants. And there's the automatic. Rock on at second with 2 down. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Matt Chapman, 1 for 2. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-2 now. The pitch. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there, and it's off the wall, but foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Rockies 1. So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for San Francisco, Ashley Rock. Chivy, a 6'2 righty, 23 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. One out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the Rockies' leadoff hitter. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Makes the turn and heads for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
Rock didn't do a whole lot in the win. Singled and knocked in a run.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
Ashley Rock is on a tear so far this season, leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite ready to dazzle today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One out, runner at second. Rock now at the plate. The Giants looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. In the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
That right there is a great read and some wheels to match. So exciting when you see a guy score all the way from second on a wild pitch. It's almost like an inside the park home run.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That is good. The designated hitter.
And now it's the Giants DH, Kobe Mayo. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. On to pinch run, Jung-Hoo Lee. Rock Did not have a banner showing in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
Ashley Rock has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ashley Rock. With some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Waldrop back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air to left down the line. Calls it in, and there's one away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 1 out, base is empty. Ripped to right. He can't get there. It's a base hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Rock now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And it's even up. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at first, one away. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And there's a base hit. Here's the throw. The tag, and he's out.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog. Not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
So the tying run at second. In the air, right field. Rock under this one. Brings it in. And that's the third out. 2 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Giants 6 and the M's 4. 1 down. And now Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swings through that.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
The Rosarena after it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a base hit right there. Rock had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
So 2 down, and up next for the Giants, Ashley Rock. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
Two outs.
What a year it's been for the rookie. He's getting a lot of playing time, and there's no doubt he's earned it. He's looked good at the plate and continues to be a valuable piece in this lineup. Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So the Giants leave one. Scoreless after 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. The Giants would love to build their case for the postseason with a win in this one. And a big swing and a miss.
We're pretty late in the season now, Boog, and every win or loss is magnified. Got to do your job on every play and make sure you don't cost the team by losing focus.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, splitter in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Man at first, 1 away. Tap foul at the plate. Lee, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he deals. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Line drive, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Elliot Ramos. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Check on the runner, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Back over to first, and he's back again. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner edges away at second. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
3 balls, no strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that is out of play. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So they strand a pair. We look ahead to inning number 8. We are tied 2-2. And now it's the Giants DH, Ashley Rock.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year. Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swinging a foul straight back.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98. But a really good pass at the ball.
Adames on second. Lee at first. 2 out of the inning. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the grab, and that is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Mariners 2. Rock had a rough go of it in this game. Had 1 hit against 3 strikeouts in this one.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants. Hi, folks. John Chomby alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Just about set to go now. On the hill and coming off a great start, Ashley Rock. And Singing, it's not hard to see he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone, hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
Victor Robles, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Breaking ball misses down and away. The Giants would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season.
Ball, that's outside.
Boog, you mentioned how critical this game is for them. They haven't locked anything up yet, so they can't afford to be giving games away. A win would be huge in this one.
There's the strike, 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Robles gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Ball.
Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Man at first, one away. Robles runs. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Cal Raleigh. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. First pitch, and he just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And the 1-0. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. 2 outs.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt, blocked. Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the righty deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Runner at first with 2 away. Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. Gilbert, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And now the 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that. So the Giants leave 1. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, and now for Seattle, Randy Arozarena. Rock back to work. In the air on the infield. 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. There's the strike. One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Just off the outside edge. Going to count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Adames sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back, and some tough numbers on the mound over the course of this past month as we take a look. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. 3-2 now. Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Andy Ibanez, the next to hit. 2 for 7 in the series so far. That's inside. Ball 1. This to third. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So the lineup flips over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Robles checks his swing. Now an appeal to first, and he held up. Up the middle. Toss to Huck. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
There's the splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Mariners, Matt McClain. McClain measures 5 feet 8 inches, 180 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, Julio Rodriguez. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And that one clips the corner. The M's yet to pick up a hit here. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The Mariners down by a run, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Nope.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Huff. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Giants 1 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rock back to work. And that one is inside.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Check swing, called strike.
We got full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side, Wisely handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. The next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. The M's trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. Next offering misses down and away. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance, works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Miller swings through it for strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Up the middle. Adames tossed the second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Andy Ibanez up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Nope. Ball 2.
In the dirt. And that's just foul. Miller leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Giants 1 and the Mariners nothing. Back here in San Francisco, here's Victor Robles. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And that one clips the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Down the line, and it's foul.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Strike 3, got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Matt McClain up next for the Mariners. Upstairs.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
McClain tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Next offering is in for a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. It could become dangerous.
Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike 1. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. He has, as they like to say, runner on the move, pitch in for a strike, throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball.
One ball.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into 3rd on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to 3rd. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
Up the middle, Wisely jumps, throws, nicely done for the out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Giants 1 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Harvey.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Rock with a nice outing on the mound, even if the results at the plate weren't as good.
Didn't exactly light him up at the plate, Boog, but he pitched well enough to offset that. I'm sure he'll want some better ABs next time out.
Ashley Rock looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Ashley Rock. Rodriguez back to work. That's out to center field. Bader should have it. Hauls it in for the out. Rodriguez with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Man at first, 1 away. The Giants could definitely use a win here with the end of the regular season approaching. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
We're pretty late in the season now, Boog, and every win or loss is magnified. Got to do your job on every play and make sure you don't cost the team by losing focus.
Popped up. Westberg sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Louis.
And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Ashley Rock. Rodriguez back to work. Fought off foul.
All these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
0-2.
The next offering misses. Ball 1. And that one moves his feet.
Helpful.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Willie Adames stands in. His righty-lefty splits there. Throw over to first, and he's back in easily.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know what?
Another throw over, and he's back again. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Runner on the move. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Well, he was right up on the plate, so even a small misfire was enough to send him to first.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Grayson Rodriguez done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Drew Rasmussen.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
First and second, no outs. And next is the designated hitter, Kobe Mayo. He's already homered in this game.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's off the mark. And the count now even up. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Patrick Bailey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So the tying run at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Out to center. Bader. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Ashley Rock. And that one fouled off.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. No balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that.
Rock with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
Ashley Rock with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, and digging in for San Francisco, Ashley Rock. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And now the count is even. That one missing inside. Ramos off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. Strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now two on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Willie Adames stands in. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Harrison throws over, and he dives back in safely. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. That's the inning.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. And another ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
1 down. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's way high. And that is ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-1 now.
1 strike.
Harrison checks the runner. And he's back in safely. 1 out and a runner at second. Outside with a breaking ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the DH, Kobe Mayo, went down on strikes his first time through. That is upstairs for ball one. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Man at second. That one misses. Ball three. Patrick Bailey on deck for San Francisco. And ball four, two aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Fastball for a strike.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Ball three.
Bryce Eldridge waits to bat for the Giants. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And here's the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 3 and the Orioles 1. On to the 4th, and now here is Ryan Mountcastle.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Rock makes the grab, one down.
Leading up for the Giants, the right fielder, Ashley Rock.
And there's a ball.
No strike.
Well, these Giants really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
So a man at first. And the batter now, Ashley Rock. He's got some power, no doubt. Sliced hard but foul. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-2 is the count. Ball, that's upstairs.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Base is empty with 2 away. And up next for the Giants, Ashley Rock. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back into the bleachers and gone. Home run. He muscles that one out the opposite way. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 13-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Up onto the arcade and gone. See you later. Tyler O'Neill sends it out. It's 13-7.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
rock. Hit his 30th homer of the season in this one.
Well, plenty of thump for him this season, Boog. And you know his teammates appreciate having a bat like his in the lineup. We'll see how many more dingers he can pile up this year.
Ashley Rock, with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming your way next. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ashley Rock. Rock with a homer in his last game.
0-1's the count.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Mountcastle. Inning over. Giants come up empty in the first. On to the second from Oracle Park. And there's no score on the show. Back here in San Francisco, here's Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill went deep in his most recent game. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Bounce to the right. Mountcastle takes it to the bag, out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Giants leave them loaded. They're down 1-0. Two on, one out. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And it's out of here into the arcade section for a home run. So he goes the opposite way with that one, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Kramer back to work. Swing and a miss.
Well, these Giants finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hard hit left side. Henderson over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Hard hit to third. Whips it across. That ends the inning. Giants go down quietly. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Rock with a less than great game in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
Ashley Rock has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Now it's the rookie DH, Ashley Rock. Fought off foul.
Here's a rookie that brings a lot to the table, but one thing that stands out is his ability to steal bases. He's been electric on the base paths this season.
In the dirt.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Next offering way off the plate.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Caratini up with it onto first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1 and the Padres nothing. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Ashley Rock. First pitch swinging.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that's outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now it's the Giants DH, Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No ball.
All these Giants putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Man at first with 1 gone. Ashley Rock getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one misses, and it's 1-1.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Time called. Left field, Myers sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. 2 down. Rock had the kind of game you'd like to avoid. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
Ashley Rock with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, runner at second, 2 down. Rock now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's the swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 2nd game of the series. Caught and missed. Struck him out. And that is that. So the Giants leave 1. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Ashley Rock. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Jackson Merrill, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Merrill, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game, a former first-round pick in 2021. And that's outside, and it's 2-0. There's the strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off left side. Three and 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Dane Myers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rod certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. And he deals. Ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
So here's Wade now. He's been a great free agent sign. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a double.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Fernando Tatis Jr. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Tatis waits. And he grounds one to the right side. And the inning is over. Nada for the Padres in the opening frame. We'll go to the second in San Diego. No score on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Marcell Ozuna. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He hammers one out to center. His 18th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of
here. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Cronenworth with some impressive production lately. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances.
No.
Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single. It's Xander Bogaerts now.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
To the right side, and foul ball. Cronenworth gets his lead at first with nobody out. The shortstop takes the ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Here comes Cronenworth around third. He'll score easily. Bogaerts into second.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Squirts away a little bit. Tag safe. He's into third of the wild pitch.
He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Base hit and a run in to score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Stepping in for San Diego, Ethan Salas. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Next pitch is outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And that's in for a strike. And now 3-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Pretty interesting pitch sequence in that at bat. Instead of attacking with the fastball early in the count to get ahead, it was all off speed until the very last pitch to put him away. And pretty impressive to have the fastball command right when you need it. He just kind of kept it in his pocket until he wanted to blow him away.
So the lineup flips over. Jackson Merrill digs in now. He swings and fouls one off. Still only one out here in the inning. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Myers, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants nothing. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Rock back to work. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That misses, and a count 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Pookie just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Check swing. Now to look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Gonna count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And that is downstairs. And the count is even 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Inside, and it hit him.
Well, clearly that one just got away from him. Everything was going so well in this inning, and we'll see if he can get back into the strike zone here.
Bogarts stands in now and watches strike 1. Nice grab. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 4 and the Giants nothing. 2 outs, base is empty. Ra goes 5 feet 11 inches, 22 years old, and he was born in Japan. And a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Giants down in order. They're down 4-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so. And at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP, Boog. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Salas, the base runner at first with 1 out. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-2.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as...
Now this one gets through. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And the lead is up to 5. Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. Ashley Rock won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he... Out of the bullpen for the Padres, number 86. This is his 3rd time out this year. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
No
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two outs. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts. Off balance throw in time. And that is... Now it's the DH, Ashley Rock. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game.
Ashley Rock is on a tear so far this season, leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite ready to dazzle today. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here at Petco Park, new inning getting started, and digging in for San Francisco, Ashley Rock. Vasquez back to work. This to center field. Bogarts grabs it on the run.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Rock swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Foul ball. Fitzgerald, the runner at first with 2 gone. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 error in the inning, but nothing. 2 on, 2 outs.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Tap foul at the plate. 0-1. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. Goes to second with it. Got him. Nice play. Next is the designated hitter, Ashley Rock. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. And that one fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Rock had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a
Ashley Rock has been a constant force at the plate this season, leading his team in batting average. This young phenom will get another opportunity to shine today. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, and now here is Ashley Rock. And a foul ball. Rock was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the third out. So one hit is all. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. That's a base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner at third, 2 away. And there's a foul ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Two outs. Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia. One out, base is empty. And that's a base hit. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Giants down by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and
throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And he chases a high fastball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Puts a bunt down. Garcia throws across the diamond there to beat him by an eyelash.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
Rock had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
So 2 down. Ashley Rock, the next Giant to hit. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Wallner on his way over. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Man at first, Cedric Mullins steps in for the Royals. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. The throw to third. And he's out easily.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through it for the K. And the runner holds. First and third, 1 down. This one high in the air to left center. Melendez makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5. Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. And a pitch. The throw in. And he's out. Next to hit, Ashley Rock.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Swings through that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Going to count 1 and 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the
slider. Got him for strike 3.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And that should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, stepping in the long ball threat, Ashley Rock. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. 2 outs. Bases are full. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. All loaded up here in the third and final game of the series. Got him swinging. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kershaw back to work. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Kershaw fires. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kershaw deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that skips in the dirt. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. Massey. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Next is the designated hitter, Ashley Rock. Dive, and he's got it from his backside. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Awesome job of getting to that baseball. Really good dive there. Doesn't have time to get up to his feet, so he throws from the seat of his pants, and he throws on the money.
Willie Adames stands in. Pickoff throw. Rock dives back in safely.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner.
Another throw over. And he's back in that time as well. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The throw is wild and it gets away. But a great backup there, and no one will move up.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air, right field. Walner sizes this one up. And that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple. They trail it 3-2. Rock had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own poor day at the dish. Coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.